everybody. Hope everybody's having a great start to their morning. Today, we are going to be making these little fish cups. So it's a little toy. I don't know if I could do it like this, but maybe, let's see. Basically, you're trying to catch it. Oh, I got it. Okay, so that's what we're making today. Let me get it up close so you all can see it. So these are what we're making. These little fish catchers. All right. And to start, you're going to need string. You're going to need a water bottle with the cap. You're going to need scissors and cardboard. You need a big enough to make your fish, and you're going to use 2 pieces because you're going to do both sides. Okay, and then you're going to need a piece of paper, and that is for your decoration of your bottle. You will need either, I suggest hot glue works better, or you can use tape. I like the hot glue, but your choice. And you're also going to need markers, which I have here, and I did not put on the table. Markers. You need markers, okay? I'm going to leave those right there so it doesn't clutter my table until I'm ready. Okay, so to get started, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your label off your bottle. That's the first step. Okay. If you're a messy colorer, then maybe you'll want to put something down on your table so you don't get stuff all over your table when we're ready to do the coloring part of it. All right, and the next step is to take your scissors and you're going to cut your bottle. Now you need to decide how high you want your bottle to be. That's up to you. I did mine pretty short, but you can make it however. I'm going to do it the same size as before. And then I'm just going to kind of grab it with the scissors and cut it. These bottles are super thin, so it's easy to cut them. I don't know about other brand bottles, but we always get this brand that's easy. You could tell it feels like it's been recycled or something, the plastic. Anyway, just cut that off. Put the other piece aside. I actually think I might have cut that one smaller. Oh well, don't matter. Then you're going to need a piece of paper because you need to wipe out the inside of that bottle if there's any water in it. If there's not, you're fine. But wipe it out. That's just so you don't get all over the place. All right, and then the next step is you want to put a hole in this cap. And I said to have a pokey deal, some kind of pokey thing. Or if you don't have a pokey thing, you could use hot glue or tape to attach these strings. But oops, but since I have this pokey thing, I'm going to use it, and I just poked it straight through. Right, that's how my string is going to go through. All right, the next step is to cut your string. So your string, you want it. I had mine pretty long because it makes it harder to get it in here if it's longer, but the longer it is, the further you have to fling. So my suggestion is for to make it not too terribly, you don't want it too terribly long. Like I believe this is about arm's length for me. And for those of you just joining, I see I have a lot of people. We're making these little fish catcher things out of plastic bottle. So you just kind of, I'm sure you guys have seen these before, right? All right, so the next step is we're going to cut our yarn. So however long, I did mine about arm's length. I think maybe I might do it a little teeny tinier this time. All right. And then you want to you can take the cap off, makes it easier. Push your string through this cap here, and once you get it through that cap, you're going to put like maybe 3 knots right on top of one another, and that will keep it in place and won't come out of the hole. Or like I said, you can tape it if you don't want to, if you don't have anything poke a hole. You can tape it. Or if you made the hole too big and it won't stay, you can do this knot and then tape it or hot glue it into the inside of the lid. That's up to you. That looks pretty good. It's not coming out. See that? Okay, and then, all right, next step. You can put this back on your bottle now, your half bottle, your catcher part. And then you're going to take your cardboards. I like to put them together, okay? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of hot glue in here, or you could use tape if you don't have anything else. I'm just going to do one piece of hot glue right there in the middle, and that will hold it together while I draw out my fish to cut it, okay? So I'm going to need a marker of some sort. I can't find my Sharpie. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to use a Sharpie for this because it doesn't get on your hands. But anyway, you're going to draw a fish, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So, first part of the fish. Now, you can make it as big or small as you want, but you want to make it small enough to fit into your cup, okay? So, a round circle or half circle, and then you're going to make it look kind of like a U, and you're going to shape it like a U. That, and then a tail. You can make your tail however you want. Most people know how to make tails on fish, but that's how I'm doing mine. I might have to do that a little bigger. And then you want to put a line in the middle. That. And then give it an eye. Now, once you cut this out, you can do the same on the other side, but for now, we're just doing this. I always give my little fish stitches for Miles. He doesn't look too happy because he's being caught, right? And then give it a fin, however you want to make your fin. This is how I'm doing mine. And then give it some scales. So, decorate with some scales. Those are just like little U's. This, you can make the scales big or small, that's up to you. And that's what I got. And then I think I want to add some lines so that you could tell they're fins. So I added the lines on the tail and the fin in the middle. All right, next step is to color it. So color this side first, do the next side. You could do the other side after. And there's not white on this part, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe I can fix it. Okay, so color it next. So grab whatever colors you want. I think this time I'm going to do my fish pink because the other one I did was blue and green. So I want to make it look different. So pink it is. It's the colors I'm using. I like to do the face and the fins different than the body, but that's just me. You could do it however you want. It's your fish. You could even not give it scales and you could do polka dots. It's up to you. Whatever you think your fish would look like. This one's just a little bit darker, but not much. I think I'm going to add some different color to that. Alright, so that's what I have so far. Didn't take no time to color, did it? Okay, and then I'm going to add some accents to it, just because why not? I like to make it look nice and fancy. Just add some little lines around it. I left a lot of white on the fins, and then I'm going to kind of color in that white parts that I left, wherever the white's at. There was no rhyme or reason to it. I just colored and then the white was left, so now I figured it would look better if I just kind of colored it in. That. All right. right, and then the next step is to color it out. And then we got to color the other side, even though I messed this up, but that's okay. You could even color your fish on the other side a different color if you wanted. Make it completely different. Oh. Now remember, we only put hot glue in the middle part of it, and that's good because we need to glue the string into the middle of the two cardboards. So once we get this cut out, I'll show you what I mean by that. You'll have to lift it up a little bit to put that string in there to hot glue it. Oh. This is not easy to cut two cardboards at once. There we go. There we go. And for those of you just joining us, we're making this fish catching cup. Kind of like the balling cup that I used to play with when I was a kid. Well, because the string is so long, it's harder to catch it. Also, it helps to kind of divert it because of these, because of the ocean there. Kind of makes it a little harder to catch it, and that's the whole point anyway, right? All right, and then finish cutting your fish out. All right, now I got that cut. Yeah, see, I have pieces that aren't, but that I can make that work for me. I'll just color it a different color. So now you're going to color the other side. Color the other side. So let me decorating first, all the way around. I'll do them a different color on this side. Kind of a little messed up, but it'll be all right. Okay. Maybe. I hope. He doesn't look too happy. All right, fins. And then I'm going to do polka dots on this one, on this side. So there's two different fish, and that's super cute. All right. That away. And I'll do a different color too. I'll do some blue. Blue polka dots. And maybe an orange fish, because those are complementary colors, right? Okay. And then I'm going to leave his head the color it is because my cardboard is torn, so you can't really see. I could take this and cut it out and stick it on there, but I'm gonna leave him how he is. So he's different. That's no big deal. He's great. All right. And this one didn't turn out so great, but it's okay. There, that's what it looks like there. And then here's the other side. Okay, and now that you have that, you're going to take your fish and you're going to pull it kind of apart right here. And you're going to put glue right in the middle of that. And then you're going to stick the end of that string inside there. Like this. Right where you put the hot glue, right in the middle. And then push it down. And then you have your fish attached, right? Now it's attached. So that part's done. Now we got that attached. Next step is for the decoration of the bottle. You could do this any way you want. But I already had this paper that I used for the other one, so I'm going to continue with this one. Okay. So I'm going to do some water first. And since I already have it cut, that's good. You can outline your water first, draw it out. You can use a darker color or whatever color you want, and then you're going to color it in like this. This is the part we're doing first. All right, so I'm just going to follow this line. Hopefully I do not get this on my table. I think maybe I might use piece of paper for this. All right, just in case. All right, and then you're just going to draw out your water lines however you want it. See, I'm so glad that I put that on there because I just went off onto the paper. All right, so just draw your water lines. However, okay. And then you want to cut those out, but I've already cut mine, so I'm just going to cut straight across because I already did this part. So once you have it drawn, then you're going to cut it out, okay? And colored. Once you have it drawn and colored, I should say. And then I'm going to color this. Decide about how big or how tall you want it, right? Now, if you don't have hot glue, you can just tape it on to the sides of the bottle. That's okay. And hot glue really does, it melts the bottle a little bit, so there's a trick to it to kind of help not melt it as much. And I'm going to show you that here in a second, as soon as I finish my piece that I'm doing here. And I'll show you how I did my water if you want to give it just a second. This is what I did to mine. And now I'm going to cut it out. Now, if you don't know how long your bottle is, you might want to measure to see the length of what you want, but I already know this is going to fit because I've already done it one time. Okay. And then now you're going to put hot glue on this side, okay? Hot glue or tape, however you're doing it, onto the paper. Try not to get too much on there because the more you have on, it will melt your bottle. And then proceed to figure out how or where you want it and push it on there, just like this. It is going to melt it if you put too much on there, so be careful. And then you're just going to work it around with putting hot glue on the paper and forming it to the bottom, right? I'm going to try to do a little more than just... Sometimes this doesn't want to come out. It looks like I'm really squeezing hard on this. Okay, and then just kind of wrap it around. The hot glue, it's starting to melt my bottle. That's the only bad part about this bottle being super thin is it kind of melts it a little bit and then it makes it shrivel up. Okay, almost done with that. Yep, there it went, it melted it. Ah, no. Stay. And since I'm used to having hot glue on my fingers, for me it's no bigs. All right. Sometimes it gets me though. All right, now that we have that done, and it's all on there, see? Oh, that's cute. Then you want to add like decoration to your bottle, like plant life and stuff like that. If you want to add another fish on there to make it look like it's swimming in there, you can do that. I'm going to do some more plant life, so let me get a few plant thingies here going. Some plants. And you can make your plants however you want. The other ones I did were, had little stripes and stuff on them. You could add way more than that. I did 4, but you could do more if you wanted. It's up to you. Just know that the more you do, the more you have to cut, but it is kind of fun, so that doesn't really matter, right? But make it look like watery plant life down in the ocean or whatever. All right. You could do some small, some short, some long. Make them look different lengths. I'm going to do 3 for now, and then I'll go back and do more if I need to. But I think this actually might work. I don't like that color. I think this might actually work here. Okay. Just some little added detail to it before I cut it. You could just leave it just the way I did it just now, but I'll show you what here. So those are my little plant lives. And then I'm going to cut those out. And then those are going to get hot glued to the bottle too. Or taped. If you have double-sided sticky tape, that would work. If you have regular tape, you know, you could just loop it over itself and do it that way if you wanted. Anything just to get it to stay on the bottle. You could probably even make homemade glue. However, I do not know how to do that. I've heard it's fairly simple to make homemade glue. But now a lot of stores are opening back up, so going and buying things isn't as hard as it was before, you know? So that. Okay. And this is going to take a while to cut these little things out. I did a lot of them. Okay, and then you're going to take it and you're going to hot glue it to your bottle wherever you want. So remember, don't put the hot glue on the bottle. Put it on the little piece. Normally, my thing is, I always say do not put hot glue on the little piece. Always glue it to the big piece. But since this is, it will melt the bottle, you got to kind of be careful and do it this way. Right? Okay, so then you're just going to set it out wherever you want it on there. I like it down at the very bottom there, and then kind of push it on your bottle. So it looks like that. Okay. And then do the others. Do a few more. You could even do, you could do like a little crab. We could have made this into a little crab instead of a fish. You know, because people are crab fishermen. That would have been cute. Do a little crab. You could do a couple of them. Or a little lobster or something like that. Whatever. Or, you could do like a little plastic bottle, like a little piece of plastic, like you're catching plastic out of the ocean because, I mean, you're making it out of a plastic bottle. That would be really cute. Like instead of catching fish, you could catch the plastic and clean our ocean because it's dirty. Or our rivers or whatever. Yeah, we need people out there to clean, don't we? The more the better, that's what I say. Okay. This. Alright, then I'm going to glue this one on. See here, I have extra glue on my glue gun, so I'm just going to kind of, instead of squeezing it, I'm going to use that extra that's coming out too. Don't waste. No wasting. Alright, and then put this one on here, wherever I want it. Remember to push it on your bottle all the way. Get all your little leaves, or whatever it is, however you made it. And I have one more. Then I should be just about done. I'm not going to add any more after this. I think 3 is fine for me. However, I did want to add another fish, but that's okay. You all know how to make the fishies now. You can make them yourself and add them to the sides. Or whatever kind of sea urchins. Make yourself a little shrimp and add it to it. A seahorse. Okay, one more. And then I'm going to try to catch it. See if it works. Okay. I didn't do the bottom of it, so I don't know how that's going to work. It should still work okay. There we go. Now I've added my other plant to my bottle. That's really cute. That turned out good. I like this bottle better than the other one. All right, and then you catch it. Oh, I tell you what, it's hard to get with these little things on here. That's what makes it so fun, right? Aha, got it. Oh, nope, it doesn't count, does it? Doesn't count if you don't catch it. Caught it. All right, so that was our project today. It's catch these little fish, this little toy that you can make and get lots of enjoyment out of it. I actually found myself this morning playing with this thing, and I didn't realize how long I was sitting there trying to catch this thing. It gets addictive. even as an adult. You don't have to be a kid to make it and have fun. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be on again at 11 o'clock to do another fun project. I'm not sure what, but it'll be something neat. Come back and join me again at 11. If you want any information on City Museum, you can go to citymuseum.org and get all that information. Follow us on Facebook. If you're watching this, you probably already are. And if you are, tell a friend to watch us join. And then until tomorrow, see you later.